With the end of the year coming up soon, I think we should look at the Discworld's winter solstice traditions. Being a fantasy mirror of Earth, they have quite a few similar holidays. Now, in the Discworld, sufficient belief means that someone or something becomes real, and as belief changes, so does the personification. Today we are looking specifically at the changes of the Hogfather. I'm Ollamh, and welcome to Geek Trivia. So with Hogswatch Eve, the Discworld's Christmas time, there are a lot of familiar traditions. They write letters to the Hogfather, hang their stockings by the chimney, and leave milk, pork pies, and turnips for the hogs. Because this is a pork-based holiday, he brings a lot of pork products, such as lard, chitlings, chops, and black pudding. Now, he does, in more modern times, bring toys for the children. At least the good children. Now, he does bring things for the bad children, but they mostly get bags of bones. Which goes to show that the Hogfather does not let anything go to waste. The role of the Hogfather has changed over time. He has been the boar that is hunted at the end of the year, the king that is killed when the sun goes away, as well as the new king that finds a bean in his supper. All of which are ancient traditions in the Discworld. When the sun wasn't up in the sky as long, they thought it was a sign that the current king had lost favor with the gods and was to be sacrificed for his failings. The new king was chosen by cooking a single hardened bean into the Hogswatch Eve meal. The man who finds the bean was the chosen one to be the next king, which was a great honor. Though not too great, as the next year he would be the one being sacrificed. The interesting point is how the Hogfather changed as the belief changed. In the book Hogfather, he is described at the end to progress from the boar to a slightly Celtic-styled man to the full current Hogfather. I find this progression fascinating. It seems Sir Pratchett covers quite a few different beliefs that have existed and how things changed as the human race has grown. Now, the other interesting point with the book is the question of why belief in the Hogfather or Santa Claus is important. It isn't just the playful belief of the innocent, or building something up to show children in later years that the world isn't a happy, pleasant place. The reason, according to Death and Sir Pratchett, that children should believe in the Hogfather is that it gets them used to believing in things that are unprovable and have no physical presence. Things such as justice, mercy, and duty. These are all ideas that people believe in. But as Death says, take the universe and grind it down to the finest powder and sieve it through the finest sieve, and then show me one atom of justice, one molecule of mercy. These have no physical evidence. There is no proof that these ideas are real. And yet we all believe in them. We all agree on the idea of what justice is. We all have a sense of duty, despite the fact that these are all an agreed upon illusion. Before it is applied to these ideas, the question is, if the Hogfather doesn't exist, will the sun rise the next morning? Now, everyone is of the opinion that, yes, of course it will. The sun doesn't need belief in order to rise every morning. But Death points out an interesting idea. The sun will not rise. Just a ball of burning gas will come up over the horizon. Now, his granddaughter, and yes, on the disc, Death has a granddaughter, points out that it's the same thing. But Death defends his stance that no, it is not. Now, the reason it is not the same is the feelings that humans have about the sun and its warmth. The sun rising brings the idea of a new beginning, hope for the future, inspiration to keep going. These are things that need emotions, belief in things that are not evident. We don't know what is going to happen in the future. There is no evidence on what is coming. So belief in something more than ourselves is needed to keep going. And that is what the Hogfather represents. So that's a look into the Hogfather, the Discworld allegory for Santa Claus, and why it is such an important idea. Now, what do you think of the winter porcine entity? Do you think that belief in a Santa Claus type figure is good, or does it set children up for disappointment in the future? Leave a comment down below and let us know. As always, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!
Traveled gentlemen, I've decided that it's time to give you a gentleman's perspective on the world. Okay, that was kind of cool.